All right, it's your boy Spankdog, aka Puffinstein at YouTube. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know. So, all right, we're gonna talk about the movie industry and the music industry. You know, sometimes when I come on live, I just like to create an environment where people could like come. We talk about something, and it's just like easy going. You know what I'm saying? Laid back. I was actually watching something on YouTube called The Dark Side of High School Basketball because y'all know that I'm into sports, hip hop, collectibles, fashion. This is what the channel revolves around. That's why you know um Spank Dog's Man Cave is the premise, but yeah, because I was on some Man Cave stuff, but it's too broad. Like if you wanted mancave.com, guess what? You're gonna have to pay like $100,000 for the URL. Not maybe not that. I don't even know. Like it could be big time. I never really looked it up, but I know that that's too popular a phrase for you to just jack the regular old mancave.com. So it's gonna have to be Spank Dog's Man Cave. You know what I'm saying? And I'm fine with that because I want the Man Cave thing, and all I gotta do is add my name to it. You know what I'm saying? Then that's fine. So but remember too, girls are into basketball right now. There's other pure female sports like women's softball. I think well no lacrosse. Most sports are played by both genders, but women are into sports. So and they're into gaming. So like when I say man cave, it's just sort of like I guess like almost like a stereotype that these are stuff men do, but in all actuality, gaming, girls, basketball, other sports, girls, chiba chiba, girls. you know, like I said, it's you don't gotta worry like you used to in New York anymore. So that's a good thing that they legalized it or whatever. Now it's the same thing as like maybe puffing a cigarette or getting a bottle from the liquor store to celebrate or something like that. But it's better to stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. Fruits and vegetables and water. And yeah, that's literally like if you could literally survive on fruits and vegetables and water, you would be the healthiest person on the planet. So, but I wanted to shout this channel out. This is not a paid promotion. This is how good people do it sometimes. It's okay to give out a little drop, a little shout out to a channel. I'm gonna also break down to you my subscription list because how you call it some of the people that I have on my subscription are people that I would like y'all to enjoy. Cause I got, I look at my channel list as pretty good. House of Highlights is off the. But anyway, I don't want to go into that now. I'm just gonna tell you somebody that I'm contemplating subscribing to right now. The name of the video that matter of fact, I gotta catch the part one. I'm over here watching a part two without watching the part one. Um, the name of the video is called The Dark Side of High School Basketball. And that kid recently, he just he hit up two people or he hit up one person. I'm not sure, but he ended up, I forget his name. I'm not even really into it like that as far as like breaking it down, but I'm just saying that whoever made this video, he's onto something because there is a dark side to high school basketball. So I like to give a big shout out to Spinback OA. You know, he's growing his channel. He's not up there with the million subscriber crew yet, but he's got a nice little 15,000 subscribers. And if you want to check it out too, so far I've watched a few minutes of the video, and he seems like he's a good content creator. So on that note, we're going to talk about the music industry and the movie industry. All right, so let's start off with the music industry because that's probably the one I'm more in tune with. Like, it's just become like a cesspool. Like, and I'm not talking about the music industry as a whole. I'm talking about certain sections of the music industry. It's a lot of people that have the power to create the contracts. Those are the big dogs that set it up for you to make 1% while they make 99%. You understand what I'm saying? And we seen the locks. We seen Jada get at Puffy. You see where Puffy's at right now. I never doubted Jada. I'm gonna look it up right now. Watch. In what year did Jada Kiss scream at Puffy on the phone? Hot 97. Let's see what 2005. So 19 years ago, when Jada Kiss was on some like, yo, this dude's no good. He put us into a contract that's like ridiculous. Like we starving over here. We can't make no music. You know, it says Diddy phone argument with Jada Kiss and Styles P 2005. He actually called and said, you know, slick stuff like because you know, at that point he could do whatever he wanted, you know what I'm saying? But one thing about Diddy, he never played the tough guy role in the camera's face, you know what I'm saying? But like behind the scenes, you know, people say he was off the hook, you know what I'm saying? He would treat people like he looked like he treated people in Making the Band. And I want to work for Diddy because you know they want reality, but you know they had a package right there because he didn't need to act. He was really that bad a person. You know what I'm saying? You know, and let me tell you something. For anybody that's wrapped up with P Diddy right now, and they got a good heart, and this is affecting them, this ain't about you. You know, unless you were involved in the things that was going on. But if you just like like was hit with friendly fire, like a casualty of this mess, you know, I feel for you, especially if you're really a good person and he's over here making you like throwing practically like you would always wonder like how could a billionaire throw dirt on my name? Well, now you know. So but anyway too, this kid, the dark side of high school basketball, I gotta go back and check out the part 1. Again, the kid's channel's name is Spin Back OA, and I wouldn't recommend him to you. I only entertain basketball channels that are pretty good. House of Highlights is the one that I'll refer to for now. You know, there's a couple of others, but that's for another day. So the movie industry looks like it follows the music industry. It looks like it's almost identical as far as they're looking for talent. Talent makes the money, but they're just real slimy how they go about things. Like let's say they spot an actress. It don't even got to be about sex. It don't got to be about getting the wrong person getting the role because they're family or nothing like that. Let's say the person deserves the role. You know, um um they won't get it sometimes because you know And like I said too, the music industry and the movie industry are they're very similar, you know. So all that it should just be, it should be policed more, you know. I mean, they're straight, they walk the straight and narrow, so that's not about telling nothing like that. But I'm saying, as it like pertains to like them using people, like, you know, like, you know what it is to be good enough to get the part, and the person is trying to get you to do something sexual, even though you deserve the part legit. That's some crazy stuff. You know how? What's that? Mike Jimenez reacted to your. Yeah, man, but it's just crazy what's going on. I'm gonna talk to you about a little something because I take notes. I don't like to roll up empty-handed. You know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't bragging. I was just writing one of my friends who's behind the wall. You know what I'm saying? And I come on here sometimes because it's therapeutic. I get to talk to you guys about what's on my mind, and the lives aren't really the stuff that I'm gonna put the real work into. When I go live, it's just we just kicking it. It's a comfort zone. And then if you want to check out the real stuff, like I know that I said a conversation with your heart, the Glory Road song was coming out quick. There's a little bit of a delay. You know what I'm saying? I got a cyst on my knee. I believe I don't want to go get an MRI because they go away. I've had the pain in my knee like this before, and when I got the MRI one time, they told me a cyst had ruptured. So when it feels like this, I kind of know, but I get laid up for like a week to a month, and I can still function, but at a low performance level. So shooting a music video for me wouldn't be easy. So Glory Road is gonna have to get shot sometimes, maybe next week. Sometime maybe next week, you know. But that's the stuff that I really want to put TLC into. When I come on live, of course I want to be able to like you know get the brain flowing, but the prepared work is the stuff that I really showcase. You know what I'm saying? But I do come on here prepared. You know, you see, this is it. I got it. All right. I was gonna tell you guys too a story. This is not to glorify anything, but everybody wonders, like, if a person's really, really, telling the truth about everything. You know what I'm saying? So, like, a lot of people want to know, like, you know, if it's bugged out where I'm at. Yeah, it's bugged out where I'm at. You know, I would say this is a while ago though. This ain't recently, but this is right here where I'm at. It's not the worst neighborhood in the world, but it's not the greatest neither. So I came out my house. I went to this place. It's a famous it's a famous breakfast spot. They make the most delicious sandwiches ever, but I don't want to get too detailed because we're gonna leave a little mystery to this. So I go to get the sandwich over there. Um, um, they crush it when you go get like a bacon, egg, and cheese or a ham, egg, and cheese type stuff. It was like a lot of people will come from all over to get it from that specific spot. So I go in, I get my two sandwiches, right? Because back then when you're like 20 years old, 22 years old, um, um, one sandwich, you be a glutton, you know what I'm saying? So of course I cop two. and they were a little small too, to be honest. So I'm walking back. I got my orange juice, my two sandwiches, maybe like a cake or something, whatever. And I hear somebody walking behind me. So I look behind me, and it's a person, a man, well, actually a youth, but I was young too. So, it's a 22-year-old and like a 15-year-old, right? So this is NYC. This is Queens, right? So so when I look back, I mean, I don't lock eyes with people like that. When I was young, I've been through so many like staring match fights or ignorance, being stupid. That I don't even. That's a no go. But I was still learning it at that time, not to really entertain it. Eye contact like that when people look like they ice grilling you or whatever. So he looked like he was acting up. So I looked for a second longer than I should have. And when I went to turn away, he was like, "Yo, what you looking at?" Right? So I was like, "Oh, all right." So I'm like, "Yo, what?" So he starts to dip into a bag. He got like a little mini handbag. This is like way before dudes had the little mini bags or whatever. So he starts to get that thingy out, the little bag or whatever. So I already know what it is. I can tell by how he's moving that it's legit. You know what I'm saying? There's very, very small chance that there wasn't nothing in that bag. You get what I'm saying? Because he was the aggressor too. It's different if you pull you fake moves because you're about to, you know what I'm saying, and it might work, it might not, but there's people out there that made like they was gonna, and people scattered, you know what I'm saying. So but he wasn't going for an empty handbag. So as a matter of fact, I start to see, you know what I'm saying, it's coming out the bag. So I'm like, yo, homie, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know what it is. It's not, you know what I mean? Like, there ain't nothing I could do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not really scared, but I'm a little scared. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm mad too. And that takes a little heart in itself. Most people would just be flat out scared. So I get to my stoop. So I'm already in my head saying when I get to my stoop, when he gets like enough stoops away from my house that I could dive in case he blasts. I tell him, "Yo, put the thing away, and I'll wash you up." So the kid is taken back. He's like, "What?" I said, if you keep that out the equation, I'll wash you up. So he's like, "Oh, you crazy, blah blah blah," right? So I'm like, "So what we doing?" So, but I was already starting to feel like I was bugging too, and I said, "You know what? Just dip inside before he starts letting off." And I dipped inside the crib. Story gets better, right? So I see him another day after that, and I'm with like two dudes, but they're not. One of them is tighter with me than the other, and then the other one I wouldn't even dare get into a problem with him as backup. So I'm contemplating going to the kid. I don't even know if the kid got the thingy on him too. So I'm contemplating going to him and stepping to him. So I make the decision not to. So, but this is the kicker. This is the real kicker. We used to get busy back in the days, as far as like being out there and like, early on it was nothing major. So to make a long story short, um, he comes, I get my friend comes to chill for a second, and guess who's in the back seat? So I look in the back seat. So I'm waiting to see like what's, because I'm with it. And he's like, he the same dude that was gonna yank that out on me. He goes, "Hey, I know he knows who I am." He goes, "Yo, what's up?" Yeah, and my friend is like, "Yo, this is such and such," and he was acting like he don't remember me, but he remembers me. It was the same block even. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna wrap this up quick. So I'm like, all right, whatever then. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let it go because I don't want no problems if it don't gotta be. He violated, but it's not nothing that I can't let myself live to fight another day. You know what I'm saying? So I end up becoming cool with the kid, right? So he starts to become my friend for real. Like after he didn't let me know it was him, we pretended like it didn't happen and we just became friends because he was tighter with my bro. And there's even another story where he gets knocked coming to my crib, and it was so he could protect himself, if you get my drift. So there's helicopters and everything looking for him, and he ends up going away. And he had did something. I'm not gonna explain, break it down what he got in trouble for, and he ended up doing a bit. So when he came home, you know, he ended up passing away from health issues. You know, like I said, I'm not getting too explicit on YouTube. So to make a story that I don't want to make too detailed, not too detailed, he passes away from, let's say, health issues, right? Before he passed away, I told him about the day that we first met and he went to draw down on me. And I asked him, I said, "You remember that day?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Would you have done that?" He said, "I don't know." I said, wow, that's crazy that me and you are cool like that now. And he was like, "Yeah." And then he walked me towards my crib. And after when we got close to the crib, he went towards his crib. Now, mind you, he's gone now. May he rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? That was the homie. But he was just too wild. You know what I'm saying? That's me just letting you know, even though I'm in a neighborhood that people don't consider as bad as, Bushwick, Bedford-Stuyvesant, East New York, Brownsville, and NYC, it's lit, unless you're in like Jamaica Estates, certain places, Midtown Manhattan, even Midtown Manhattan's bugged out because it's where the rich be at, but they can run into anybody over there because people be scrambling all over Manhattan. All right, so but let's get back to this. Like I said too, I'm not really into the like telling on people, and I'm not really. I mean, I'm not into telling on people like that. But I'm talking about like the gossip, like the entertainment, the movies, the music. That's all in the news already. So if I'm a kick it with y'all about like stuff that's going on in the media, that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not pulling up people's paperwork, like, and even that is like public knowledge, but still, like, for people that are like doing that, that's their game. You still shining light on a guy that's trying to get stuff forgotten. He did his time. It's like you're punishing him again and like bringing it back to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me being honest. I'm not mad at nobody. But I could understand why a dude who did his time is mad that it's in the limelight again and he did his time. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm gonna just tell you, like, when I do the next thing, like I did with check out the Drake and J. Cole thing I did. That one's cool. That was the beginning too. That's like one of the first ones. I forgot to include video footage. I did only still pictures. And the next one is gonna be mostly footage, like video footage movement, and then there'll be still photos also, And I'm every time I do something, I get better. You could check the progression on the page. So, but we're gonna talk about Vlad. When I do the story, I'm gonna do. I don't know how long it is. I'm gonna try to maybe I might have to try to compact it. But I'm gonna try to go all out too. I don't, Trap Lord Ross, other dudes, and like I said, I'm different from them because they dig deep. I'm not trying to like really go there. But what I'm gonna say is that when I do the piece that I'm gonna do, we're gonna talk about Vlad. We're gonna talk about Godfrey. Remember, some of these in the story aren't, P Diddy's, of course. You know what I'm saying? And that's even allegedly. I don't know that man. So like, but like, out of everybody, he's kind of the one that people are like, you gotta call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? And he's looking like what it is, what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna talk about Vlad. I'm gonna talk about Godfrey. I'm gonna talk about Chappelle. I'm gonna talk about Lord Jamar. I'm gonna talk about Oprah. I'm gonna talk about oh well, there's certain guests that Shannon Sharp had on, and I forget the girl's name. Let me see if I hold on 1 second. Her name is something Seals, and she had said she had autism, and Shannon Sharp kind of handled it wrong a little bit. And the girl, I'm not trying to diss or nothing like that, but she seems a little extra. But Shannon Sharp looked like he played himself, and that's probably the only time I ever seen Shannon play himself up. And people make mistakes. Up until then, he's got a clean record with me. You know what I'm saying? He used to be up there on the Skip Bayless Undisputed Shannon Sharp show. Like leveraging stuff, because Skip be saying crazy stuff. And Shannon was over here like the logical one. He had common sense. You know, So, but we're gonna talk about that girl too that Shannon had on. We're gonna talk about Shannon, about if he's truly getting canceled by people because people are just like that. And some of these people are people that I'm gonna say are holding it down. Like when I talk about some of these people, it's gonna be like they gotta do better, or they're just messed up. Period. But for some people, I'm gonna be like, these are the people that are holding it down. And in my opinion, Shannon Sharp is holding it down right now, and Cat Williams is holding it down right now, and Taraji P Henson is holding it down right now, and Monique is holding it down right now. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of other people that are Chappelle holding it down. First one to hold it down. Went to Africa because he didn't want to sell his soul for 50 mil. You do that one. It's a little different though because he's already set, so he could make that decision. A person that ain't set, I ain't mad at them. It depends on to what degree they're gonna make you go to, but for what he did, that was an ill move. Chappelle, big salute, to Chappelle, big salute to Cat too. And I ain't even trying to minimize what Cat did. What Cat did was crazy. Like he blew it up. He broke the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, like you look up broke the internet, Cat's the picture. But Chappelle, let's not forget about Chappelle, please. You know? So, but yeah, there's just a lot of people. Kevin Hart, DL Hughley, we're gonna talk about. We're gonna speak on Remy Ma, um, Fat Joe, Drake. Um, that about sums it up. You're like, how many people are you gonna talk about? You freaking bochinchoso. Yo, I'm different. I know what's going on, man. I'm out here. I'm just trying to be organic, bro. Like if the paper comes, the paper comes. You know what I'm saying? I hustle. I bust my butt to make ends meet. You know what I'm saying? So yo, everybody out there, it's your boy Spankdog, man. Listen, man, to anybody that watches this, that's talented, that's an artist, but that truly got a shot, yeah, that you truly, truly, truly got a shot. Don't, don't, don't sell your soul. Don't be doing no sexual stuff to get the part. Trust me. I always say there's a demon on one shoulder and an angel on the other. And the angels ring, the angel, I mean, the demons ringing in your ear and the angels ringing in the other ear. I had problems. I'm in a mirror. So, but yeah, like listen to the angel ringing in your ear, bro. Don't listen to the demon on the other shoulder, man. Let me tell you something. They call themselves demons. They call themselves savages, and I ain't got nothing. I don't have a problem with that because when I was young, I was dubbing myself something people would worry about too. So, but what I'm saying is that you label yourself that, and then when you end up incarcerated, you end up punished because of that savage like behavior, that demon time. This is more so for the youngins, but even for the adults, I guarantee you, I've seen it a million times. The toughest of the tough. I mean, the toughest, the toughest, the toughest of the tough behind that wall be like, yo, I wish I had it to do all over again. I'll leave it on that note, man. It's your boy Spankdog, aka Puffinstein, at YouTube. Punch that like button for me. You know what I'm saying? And subscribe and share. Let people see the music. If y'all don't want to show your people's story boxing, that's fine. But definitely the music, man. The music. Listen to the words. Listen to what I'm talking about. I'ma holla at y'all later, bro. It's your boy Spank. Much love.